What's up, my loyal betrayers? Have you been caught up in this massive storm that's been shaking the entire idol world? I'm talking about the leaked chat scandal that's got everyone buzzing. The one involving the boys, 80s, and Hypen, Stray Kids, and a bunch more. It's like a real-life drama episode, full of late-night secrets, wild nights, and accusations that have fans fighting in the comments. If you're just hearing about it or want the full tea, you're in the right place. We're going to unpack everything from how it all kicked off, to who's really in the mix, what those chats said, and why it's blown up so big. It all traces back to early June 2025, when things were pretty chill in the K-pop scene. Groups were dropping teasers, fans were hyped for tours, and everything felt like business as usual. Then, out of nowhere on June 10th, anonymous users started sharing screenshots on Threads, Instagram's text app, from what looked like private group chats. These weren't random posts, they were casual recaps from a group of female influencers in their early 20s, chatting about these epic nights out in Seoul. The messages described marathon parties lasting 8 to 10 hours, full of drinks flowing, dancing until dawn, and hanging out with guys who sounded suspiciously famous. At first, it read like excited gossip, stuff like how exhausted they were from the fun or calling it a gathering of super handsome people. But as more screenshots leaked, the details got spicier, and by June 11th, it had spread to X, Theku, and Nate Pan like wildfire. Korean media jumped on it fast, with sites like Koreaboo and All K-pop breaking it down, and suddenly hashtag K-pop party scandal was trending everywhere. What began as private brag sessions turned into a massive exposé, pulling in blurry photos from Instagram close friends' stories that matched up with idols' faces and outfits. The allegations in those chats are what really set everything off, and they're the kind of stuff that has people divided. The main vibe was these long, boozy meetups where the influencers described heavy drinking, everyone getting loose on shots, and a lot of flirtation going on. Things like idols using cute pet names, complimenting the girls' personalities to keep the mood light, and encouraging more drinks to ramp up the energy. Smoking came up too, with claims of idols lighting up during these hangouts, which hits hard because most K-pop contracts have strict rules against it to protect that clean image. Then there's the tricky part about hiding identities. One chat straight up called out 80s' Minga for pretending to be a director at a skincare clinic so no one would clock him as an idol. The influencer was like, she had no idea who he was at first, but then realized everyone was calling him Minga the whole time. It's that kind of detail that makes it feel personal and sneaky. And the darkest rumors, some messages hinted at young women or even minors being part of the crowd, which instantly turned the conversation from fun night to serious trouble, especially under Korea's tough youth protection laws. No names or clear proof on that, but it was enough to get everyone whispering about legal lines being crossed. Now, the idols caught in this mess. Let's break it down, because not everyone's equally dragged, but it started with one group and spread like a chain reaction. The boys are right at the center, like ground zero for the whole thing. The chats name-dropped Hyunjae and Sangyeon specifically, describing them showing up at house parties or clubs, chatting up the influencers with that smooth idol charm. One screenshot talked about Hyunjae calling someone, baby, over and over, making the night feel flirty and fun, while Sangyeon was mentioned in the context of keeping the drinks flowing and being part of the late-night crew. There were blurry photos too, allegedly from their Instagram close friends, showing them in the same outfits as the described events, which made fans connect the dots fast. It wasn't just them, the scandal pulled in 80s' Minga, for that fake job story, where he supposedly hid his idol life to blend in, chatting and partying like a regular guy. Astro got roped in with Cha Eunwoo, and MJ, praised as handsome and great at handling their drinks, like they were the life of the party in those recaps. ENHYPEN and Stray Kids were mentioned more vaguely, like some members from ENHYPEN where there are parts of Stray Kids showed up, without pinning specific names, but fans started speculating based on blurry group shots. Even Monsta X got tangled in through past dating rumors, with one influencer allegedly linking her ex to the boys Sunwoo and mentioning Hyungwon in the mix. It's like one group's night out opened the floodgates, dragging everyone else in with half-baked hints. The agencies didn't let this slide, they came out swinging fast to shut it down. On June 11, the Boys' East Entertainment dropped a statement, calling the info completely false and threatening to sue anyone spreading defamation, especially the smoking and dating parts. They said it was all made up to hurt their image during comeback season. 80's KQ Entertainment backed that up, slamming the Minga disguise rumor as baseless nonsense and promising legal steps. Belift Lab for Enhypen, and JYP for Stray Kids went with broad warnings against malicious lies, while Fantagio for Astro kept it quiet, but started monitoring bad comments. By mid-June, East had filed actual lawsuits against 5 anonymous posters, and the underage hints got a quick police once-over, but nothing stuck because there was no solid proof. It's all been PR damage control so far, no admissions from the idols themselves, just agencies playing defense. Fans. It's been a total mess, like a fandom civil war. On X, #ProtectTheBoys trended hard right away, with stans saying, "They're just young guys having fun, antis are paying for this hate." But disappointment poured in too, like, "I've stanned for years thinking they were unproblematic, but this feels like a gut punch." Boycotts hit, with streams dropping 10 to 15% in those first weeks, and hashtags like #BoycottStrayKids or #Enhypen popped up for the vague mentions. Reddit's Kpop rants blew up with threads like, "Idols can't even party without drama," versus, "The underage stuff is gross, time for accountability." International fans mostly defended them, calling it overblown privacy invasion, while Korean netizens were tougher, demanding apologies and saying, "This ruins their pure vibe." As for what's confirmed versus rumor, let's sort the facts from the fiction because that's where it gets tricky. The screenshots are real, they're out there, circulating since June 10, with details that match up to idol schedules and those blurry pics. Agency statements are real too, with East winning a small defamation case in August against 2 posters. The partying descriptions, drinking, flirting, smoking, feel likely because the chats are so detailed, and it's hurt images enough for brands to pause deals. But the underage stuff, that's still a big rumor. No names, no clear photos, no police charges. The exact attendance is iffy too, blurry shots and some members don't prove anything solid, and Stray Kids were on US tour during the dates, making their link super weak. No arrests or contract terminations have happened, just talk. Right now, it's calmed down from the June frenzy, but it's not over. Agencies are still suing bad commenters, and promotions are back on track, like the Boys' August comeback went fine. The underage angle fizzled without evidence, and media's moved to chatting about idol privacy rights, calling it a witch hunt. But fans are still split, with some unfollowing and others sticking closer. This whole thing is problematic no matter how you slice it. If the allegations are true, the heavy drinking, sneaky flirting, or heaven forbid the underage hints, it's wrong on so many levels. If minors were there, that's not party fun, that's illegal and gross, full stop. But here's the thing, a lot of this smells like rumors gone wild. The chats scream consensual adult fun, not a crime ring, and hating them for partying or dropping the pure act is toxic AF. These guys are in their 20s, working non-stop, so let them breathe. The pressure to stay innocent is fake anyway, it's an agency trick to sell merch, not real life. Fans who hate them for being human are part of the problem, turning K-pop into a cage where idols can't have friends or fun without backlash. If it's just a rumor or a chill party, the hate is straight up bullying, pressuring them to fake perfection, leads to burnout and worse. Let's call for accountability if it's proven, but otherwise, cut the toxicity and let them live. So, what's your take? Is this overblown hate or real shade? Drop it in the comments, I'm dying to hear. If this breakdown kept you hooked, smash that like, share with your K-obsessed squad, and subscribe for more unfiltered tea. Catch you next time, stay curious.